Y'all already know what it is. Ceen crazy. Motherfucker. Yeah, back when I was in middle school and high school as well, I didn't have much electronics, barely anything to even entertain myself with, so I had to make do with what I had back then on the bus rides. Now that I am where I am today, I want to have it any other way, boy. I'd walk down the same path to the town if I was able to get me back where I am now, fella, yeah. Where I grew up is 12 acres of pure country and farmland, yeah. The backwoods was basically a backyard, just around the quads out until dusk, boy, yeah. Then when the crack of dawn hit, I was out there running it once again. Skipping over mud puddles, I drifted that shit, yeah. You ain't never know what it's like to have nothing to have something like this, yeah. Where I grew up, I never had television, never had a smartwatch, or even a wristwatch I worked properly, yeah. I had to make do with nothing but a shitty old laptop that was pulled for the scrap pile, and that's when I started my very first YouTube channel. Started diving into this gaming shit, fella, yeah. I had to make do with what I had because somebody had grown up in the backwoods. I didn't have much, but I made it through 9 days with what I had, yeah. You don't know what it's like living in a place where the backwoods was your home, fella. You ain't never lived the life I lived, so quit acting like you know me like that, because ultimately don't, fella. You ain't never went for having nothing to having something. Nowadays, I got something to give to the real ones. That's facts, boy. I've been doing this for so many years, so you should look back in the past. I always shed a small tear, yeah. I'm on a hard tree than you, fella, and I always will be because I got where I'm at, being myself. And if it wasn't for me growing up in the harsh backwoods of nowhere, I would have been the same person I am today, fella, and those facts. Back then, I had nothing but an old bust-up MP3 player, but my favorite songs, yeah. I used to have a friend that lived next door to me, and every day we would stay up hell late playing the Xbox 360, yeah. Those were the good old days till he moved away and I had nobody. I was all alone in the boondocks of nowhere, boy. So I had to learn to entertain myself real quick, boy, yeah. Ain't nothing much joy here but yard work, boy, yeah. Everything from mowing lawns to planting flowers, I did all that, fella, yeah. I had to endure years of it, then I finally moved out. Now my life has changed for the worse to the better. Yeah, now I've risen from the ground, and now I'm on the high tier now, fella. I got by using nothing but a bust-up MP3 player and Nintendo 3DS. That was pretty much it. Goes to show that I go for having nothing to have something just like that, fella, yeah. I'm glad I grew up with the values that were ingrained in my soul every day, and maybe a better person, and now I'm living a better life, but that's facts, fella. I moved around so many times that I barely can remember all the places I've been in, and majority of them were located in the boondocks of nowhere, and that's ultimately where I was raised most of life, but that's facts, boy. You won't know what it's like to be someone like me. Ain't nobody else built like me. That's facts, fella. You don't know what it's like living in a place where the backwoods was your home, fella. You ain't never lived the life I lived, so quit acting like you know me like that, because ultimately don't, fella. You ain't never went for having nothing to having something. Nowadays, I got something to give to the real ones. That's facts, boy. I've been doing this for so many years, so you should look back in the past. I always shed a small tear, yeah. I'm on a hard tree than you, fella, and I always will be because I got where I'm at, being myself. And if it wasn't for me growing up in the harsh backwoods of nowhere, I would have been the same person I am today, fella, and those facts. The only thing that survived from my old life was my old Nintendo Game Boy Advance. I was still as crass as Chris for running dropped it multiple times. That Super Mario was my jam growing up in the middle of nowhere, yeah. They keep on saying they know the backwoods, but they really don't. I've been camping a couple of times in my life, and I know what it's like to be out in the backwoods, fella. I've been hiking up in the woods as well, and honestly, it ain't as bad as most would picture it. Maybe I'm just there for the rest of the millions of people I play or something, but at least I know what it's like in the woods with literally I grew up doing that type of shit, boy, yeah. Catching frogs and crawdads, nothing but both my hands, yeah. So don't come around to me complaining about that shit when you know nothing about it. It turned me into the man I am today, and I'm damn proud of it, fella. Wouldn't have it any other way. Now that I've did what I did in my lifetime, I wouldn't mind disconnected from the online a bit, going on another camping trip for old time's sake, yeah. Gonna do it once it warms up this summer, boy, yeah. Maybe go fishing as well. Hell, might as well, fella. Might be a redneck to the core, but I don't give a fuck. At least I'm a decent human being that's not doing drugs. It's out there, boy, yeah. I'm down to earth when I speak my shit. You don't know what it's like living in a place where the backwoods was your home, fella. You ain't never lived the life I lived, so quit acting like you know me like that, because ultimately don't, fella. You ain't never went for having nothing to having something. Nowadays, I got something to give to the real ones. That's facts, boy. I've been doing this for so many years, so you should look back in the past. I always shed a small tear, yeah. I'm on a hard tree than you, fella, and I always will be because I got where I'm at, being myself. And if it wasn't for me growing up in the harsh backwoods of nowhere, I would have been the same person I am today, fella, and those facts.